Hey y'all, welcome to the Bat Cave. Smokey decided to climb up here. This is my 2025 recap video. She likes it. She's purring. Love this packet for my soda because now I'm cat trapped. Yeah, coming to you from the Bat Cave. And these are all photos from my camera reel. You ready for a yearly recap, my baby? All right, in January of 2025, it snowed the 5th, and I tried to get the trash can lid and have my dog pull me. It didn't work. I was like, mush on, Sadie, mush. No, didn't move at all. But snow, just not the good kind. The next thing that happened was movie snuggles with my smoke. She's always with us. If we're out there watching something, she'll be there too. The 25th of January, I put beautiful sunrise at work. Beautiful sunrise. The 26th of January was when we met Mr. Leland for the first time. Are you done? My friends, our couple friends, had a baby, and his name is Leland, and we got to meet him, and he was born in November of 24, but we did not get to meet him because he was a little guy, so I understand. So we were so excited to meet him, and he is the baby that is getting me unscared of babies. And Sal, my husband, just held him for the first time the other day, and you cannot tell me this ain't the most man shit you've ever seen. He was like, what do I do with it? What? And just holding him. But literally this week, pretty much an entire year later, my husband held the baby. Kinda. In February, at work, the 7th, there was a fake snake that looked pretty realistic underneath one of the chairs for the workers to find. So funny. But you really don't know if it's a snake or not a snake. There has been real snakes. Real snakes got into my restaurants too. So snakes will come in if they need to. But this was a fake one, and I thought it was hilarious. The 9th of February, we hosted a Super Bowl party, and my mom, dad, and brother came over, and one of Sal's friends, and that was fun. Couldn't tell you who won, I don't remember it. Couldn't tell you who played, don't remember that either, but we had a party. Oh, in March 2nd, we went to Disturbed, and it was my mom's first concert with me, Dylan, and brother Johnny. He is not my brother, but he's my brother's friend, and I just call him brother Johnny. So, it was awesome. It was so good. I want to say 3 Days Grace was there, and I can't remember the other ones, but we were there for Disturbed, and they did, the Down with the Sickness, and Mom thought that was hilarious, and it was so funny because like everyone's singing along and Mom's like over there dying. It was a great time. The 13th of March, I literally put maintenance man pooling therapist on dolly. So just imagine the therapist at my work just being pulled down the hallway on a dolly. I want to say that's what they're called, right? A dolly? You know, where you put like the fridge on it and then you tilt it back and then it makes you be able to move things. Yeah, well, he was transporting a person. Not a dresser. That can't be this year. That wasn't this year. That was not this year. I don't know. I don't think that was this year. But maybe it was. I put the 17th of March, the sprinkler broke, and the sky was falling because literally inside a sprinkler head wasn't on properly or something happened to it, and it just shot off of the ceiling, and the water was just, there was a flood. And my mom was on the other side of the building at the time and was like, what's all the commotion over there? And I sent her a picture of it just pouring water out of the ceiling and told her the sky is falling. But I really think that that happened a long time ago, but maybe that was this year. All the time just goes together. Mom and her little Yorkie York, Lily, came up to visit the home on the 21st. We love that. I have a photo of one of my coworkers holding a lamp and walking around with it. And her phrase is, I'm gonna hit him with a good lamp. So there's a photo of Judah and her good lamp, I guess. And by hit them, she ain't hitting no resident. She's gonna come get us. So, everything is fine. April 22nd, I went to Mom and Dad's, and me, Mom, Dad, and Lily went to go fishing. Lily wants to eat the fish off of the hook as soon as Dad gets it. And if she does not see it, she's trying to jump in when she hears it hit the floor, like hit the water whenever they send them back. She's trying to get it. Like, no, why did you let my fish go? April 26th, we went to Big Joel Safari. I love my yak babies. They're so cute. They are my favorite. In May 1st, there's a photo of my mom. My mom is the only plant in my garden box that actually comes back. And, how do I word this? We ripped out my garden box and all the corners were busting. But my mom is the only plant that comes back out of my box. And the box, we ripped it up because it was terrible. I don't think it was made to be outside. Because it literally was busting out the corners, and they make things to like keep the corners together. So how does that work? I don't know. Weeds. The 8th of May is when I became an activity assistant. My name tag says activity aide, but I do one. I work with the residents with dementia, and my boss does all the other residents that are on the out. Let's see. Oh, May 10th was birthday week. We went over to Mom and Dad's for the birthday barbecue. We celebrate all the birthdays together because it's May 1st, May 3rd, and May 7th. Yeah. Oh, May 24th was Dylan's first art flea market. Now this I do remember. Not the sky is falling. But Dylan made a bunch of custom skateboards with all different kinds of things on them. And his skateboards did so good. He walked out with like $300 to $500 on skateboards alone. So that is really good. Really good. And he also sold like some prints and things like that. He had all kinds of stuff there. Original one-of-a-kind pieces that he's sent all over the country. So that is so fun. It was so cool. But there were so many people that I literally parked my car in front of a stop sign. Like, not literally at the stop sign, but it was like, you could go to the stop sign, but my car was behind you. And I was like, hope they don't tow it. Okay. And then Dylan's friends came out to help set up and support him. And they lost their car. And the funniest thing is that they said, hey, would you give me a ride would you drive us around to find our car? To my dad. And my dad was like, nah, guys. Like, absolutely not happening. Because I'm not losing my spot for y'all not remembering where you put your car. And I shit you not, they walked around for like an hour and then came back and were like, oh, did you find the car? No. Then they split up because there was two of them. And the one kid lost the other kid, but the other kid found the car but didn't know where that other one went in order to go get the car. It was so funny. But everyone made it home eventually, so I don't know what to tell you. Remember where you parked the car? I don't know. May 30th was Pie the Bosses, and we got a new administrator, and our old administrator left in June, I want to say. Yeah. And we do that every, like spring, summer to get money for the activity department in order to like go on with the parties and stuff that we do. In June, we did a softball game. I went to softball because they needed a girl. It's a church softball league, and it's not, I don't sport. I don't like being outside, okay? Unless I'm like choosing to do it, but come on, Katie, we need a girl or we all forfeit. Okay, forfeit, you know? But I went. It was all right. Think we lost. I don't know. Really hard to not say shit. Or, like, I gotta be like, oh my gosh. Damn. And I've really gotta think about it because I'm Italian. It be coming out. Okay? The filter, especially when I'm not at work, I'm like, oh, you mean I can't say words? Got it. Oh, okay. Okay. June 26th, there was a raccoon in the trash. There was a baby raccoon. The family, we've always had a raccoon problem since we've lived here, since 2021. And last year, 24, we put something in the trash can, or we sprayed something in the trash can to make the raccoons not want to go in there, but we did not do that this year, so we have had the raccoons this year. And I guess a family went to go get in the trash, took the trash, whatever, left their baby behind, and my sister-in-law went to go put the trash out in the morning one day. My husband was trying to leave for work, and she's like, there's a baby raccoon in the trash. My husband was like, come look at it. So, of course, we all looked at it. This baby raccoon, so cute, so cute. They're adorable, but they are some feisty little buttholes. It's like growling at us, like, and I'm like, okay, okay. So, we just tipped the trash can over, you know, nice and gentle in the yard, and we let it crawl out. And it was so funny because at first, it crawled all the way to the front, peeped its head around the corner, went back in because it saw us, and then literally ran like this, and then jumped in the sewer. Because there's a sewer drain on, not where the mailbox is, but like mailboxes here on the other side of the driveway. There's the sewer drain, and it just straight into the sewer. I don't know. But it was so funny, and I'm gonna keep that video forever. But it was a grumpy little baby. July 2nd was the 4th of July party. We couldn't shoot off fireworks this year. So we had some good food, and we watched a firework display online that we could all, you know, still have fireworks, but just a different way to do it. 4th of July, went to Mom and Dad's for a barbecue, and then we didn't buy, I don't think I bought any fireworks this year, which is like the first time ever, because usually I'm all about some like poppers and some smoke bombs, my favorite. No, so my neighbors actually next to us, they usually leave for like every holiday. They went ham, and they did a whole show for the entire not the neighborhood, well maybe the neighborhood, but like at least the street for sure. They had big expensive things. It was a great show for free on my porch. Maria and I watched it, and we loved it. July 23rd, we did some kind of, I want to say it was the lemonade stand, and for the first time, I don't know where that fits in here, because I think that one's just on Snapchat, but my literal phrase is sign me up to be weird. If there's a way to make somebody laugh, or smile, or literally anything, I'm gonna get you to do it. So, fundraisers. We went uptown and we set up a table and we had lemonade, and we were raising money for the activity department. And this was the second time we did the lemonade stand. The first time I went to the corner in a lawn chair, no hat, no umbrella. Thank goodness, like, we're outside, so I could wear shorts and a t-shirt. I got fried. I grew new arms that day, like whole new arm skin, knows what's nose. It was gone. So I wrote down July 23rd, sign me up to be weird. So this time was I was about to go on a trip in August, so I could not get fried again. So my mom said, do not get fried, go get an umbrella, get a hat, whatever you gotta do. So I have my Batman bucket hat. I'm sitting in a lawn chair, and I have an umbrella in the cup holder that would not stay there. So the umbrella is sitting in the chair with me. So I'm like this, holding a sign. Like, I don't even think you could see that there was a person other than like my hands holding a sign. But sign me up to be weird, because if there's a way to get money, laughs, honks, whatever, I'm gonna talk to you too. Even if your window is up, I'm gonna be like, hey, it doesn't cost anything to wave at somebody. Like, yeah, just smile. And also get you some lemonade and support your local nursing homes and care facilities, long-term care, whatever it may be, because it's fun. Get you some lemonade. The 25th, we had Santa Maria's birthday party, and my aunt and uncle came, and I had to write that down because we couldn't believe that they showed up. So that was really cool. I don't know if I invite them to all the other parties, but they came to this one, and that was really cool. Like, we did not expect that. And then my mom, dad, aunt, and uncle were all there, and then a bunch of Sal's buddies came later. It was fun. It was a good time. Only my coffee table got punched and ruined, but nobody knows what happened to it. So weird. But the friends that had the baby literally have never came in clutch so fast. Well, they have. They really have. They're really good friends of ours. They picked us up in the middle of the night, like midnight before. So they have. But they had moved, and they had a coffee table and 2 end table sets, and they gave them to us to replace our coffee table, and they're really nice. And I love a matching set, because half of our things are like just pieces that we put together. So we love a matching set, and the fact that it got replaced like a week later, because I was really sad about not having a coffee table in the basement, because who goes somewhere and punches holes in people's coffee tables? But also, why is the coffee table like chintzy enough to be able to punch a hole in it? I don't know. August, we flew to Galveston, Texas. If you're going, so we're from St. Louis. If you're going places that they aren't legal for marijuana, you know, the weed, disconnect your fucking shit. Do not buy and fly with an all-in-one pin. Do not do it. Pin, cart, separate. You can put them in the same bag, but do not have that shit all in one. That's the fastest way to get a ticket, a warning, a no-fly, literally all of that. And I'm just speaking from experience because my mom. Yeah. So, and we did say out of anybody, mom would be the one to get caught. So that's just... but we went to Galveston, and we stayed in an Airbnb. Me, mom, dad, Dylan, Sal, and Maria, the 6 of us, from the 7th through the 10th. The 8th, we had a beach day. The toilet for downstairs, you had to walk upstairs, and literally me sitting on the toilet was like, you couldn't touch the floor. I'm sitting on the toilet, like, yeah. Yeah, so beach day, toilet, head stairs. The 9th, we had to go to Whataburger. That was Dylan's one and only thing that he wanted to do while we were in Galveston, even though we've had Whataburger, I'm pretty sure, in California or Florida, because we've been there. Pretty sure we've had it before. So it wasn't like, oh, we have to try it. It was like, oh, it's in this state, let's get it. Was more of what it was. It was fine. It tastes like Steak and Shake, so I don't understand the hype, but it's fine. The 10th was get on the boat day, and it poured. Oh my god, it poured. Thank god my mom brought trash bags, because you can bring a case of soda, like a 12-pack, with you per person, per room, or per the 2 people in your room, whatever the fuck. And it poured. So we were soaked in the outfits. We all got, there's like 17, 20 of us. We're all in matching shirts that say different things. Oh, my shirt said most likely to not give a shit. Don't forget it. I'll be there. But don't forget it. I think Maria's was most likely to do the zip line. Literally nobody did the zip line, and Dylan's mom's was most likely to get a tan. I don't remember Dylan's or Sal's. Oh no, Sal's was literally most likely to be found with number 14, I think, or something like that. Whatever number I was, because they were also numbered. But also the numbers got not right this year. They were not right, because we numbered last year, or the like 22 and 25. Is that, no, what did we do last year? I can't remember. Today's 20, this year's 25. But so 22 and 25, yeah. We numbered, and I didn't know how we missed numbers because we were different numbers before. Me and Dylan are the last like kids, and then now we're getting into like great babies, great grandmas, and things like that. So I should be 14, Dylan should be 15, and then there's a new baby in the family, and she would be 16, I guess, but I don't know. We were on Harmony of the Seas. Royal Caribbean is okay. We've officially done 2 Royal Caribbean and 2 Carnival. My dad likes the smoking areas on Royal better because there's more space, but you can never find a chair. If you don't wake up at 5 in the morning to go get a spot, you make friends really fast and just sit on the floor with them. It was the 10th through the 16th. The first day we did dinner and a show. The 11th we did our family photo, because they told us that excuse me, they said that 17 people couldn't fit on the stairs, but there was a family of like 37 on this cruise, and I walked by later like without the rest of my family after we asked a stranger to take a photo of all of us, and there was like a family of like 37 on the stairs. So I didn't understand why they told us that us 17 could not go on the stairs to get a group photo. So we just had a stranger get our photo for free. We love that. We that day, after the family photo, out of the fancy clothes, we went to the Fine Line Water Show. That was cool. I just like watching people perform, really. The 12th we did Costa Maya, and I put flying on trees and rope. Oh, we did photos with the Costa Maya sign with the boats in the background, and there was another boat there. I want to say it was Norwegian that was going to some of the ports with us, but there was 2 boats, and then the other boat left. So then it was just our boat. So our boat is in the background of the Costa Maya signs. It's really cool how they set it up. Oh, Mom and I, when we were leaving, got a photo of the people that were dressed up in their like native clothing. That was really fun. I did not have any cash to tip them though, so hopefully they were used to tourist getting photos. Thank you. Oh, cowboy dinner. That is whenever we got back on the boat. Now we went to go to swim, and we thought we had time to swim. We did not have time to swim. We did not. So it was, we're just sitting there like, oh, and Maria went on the slide, but Maria didn't come back because Dylan and Maria went on the slide. I don't do water slides. I can't be enclosed. It makes me panic. And she thought that Dylan got back in line, so she went back in line. Dylan came back to us, and my uncle goes, hey, dinner's right now, like, because we have 5 o'clock dinner. And so I was like, okay, you guys go. It literally, we just threw on our clothes over our swimsuits. They're wet. So to throw on a hat, said, we made it. We made it. It was fine. Oh, that night, my uncle Brad got my dad a Vikings Nacho Libre mask, and my dad wore it for my birthday this year, and it was so funny. He just randomly just pulled it out like 10 o'clock and I went, oh, I got you this. Happy birthday. It goes down in history, but it's Vikings, so it's actually really cool, but hilarious at the same time. The 13th, we went to Honduras. I literally put, we got fucked up, LOL, alone. So we all, the 6 of us, got off at each port together, and then we would go back together. Well, Mom, I don't remember what happened to Mom and Dad. I think Mom and Dad left before us, and then me, Sal, Maria, and Dylan were in line to go back, and while we were in line, you know how they get you, they're like, hey, do you want a free shot? And Sal fell for it, and so I was like, okay, free shots. And I'm pretty sure this is also the place that had the $3 shots on the beach, so I bought like a round of family shots, and for everybody, and we already had like 2 or 3 of them, so you know, it was great. But sign me up for a $3 shot, let's go. So we sent Dylan and Maria back on the boat. I said, guys, just stay in the line, get back on the boat, we'll meet you at dinner. So we get pulled away. They take us up this escalator into a bar. Now the rule was, if you wanted the free shot that they told you, like they grabbed you for, you had to buy a drink. That is not bad at all. I got me a Honduras 7-Up. I loved all the like stickers. The can looked a little different, and they had this like piece of like foil thing on the top of it, kind of cool. So that was fun. And I was like, yeah, great shot. Tell me why Sal bought a fish bowl with 7 different liquors in it, and then took his free shot and drank the fish bowl. Oh, we were like, we gotta get back to the boat. It was fun. Oh, baby. And we've never actually like done that before. Not even just like the 4 of us, me, Mom, Dylan, Dad. We've been like all together before, but never just like me and Sal on a cruise before. So it was really nice to have that time together to get hammered. The 14th, we went to Cozumel. Everybody kept calling my brother Rasta Man, and literally everybody, because my brother is a white guy with dreadlocks, and his dreads are like, for me, it would be down to like my knees. His dreads are insanely long, and whenever he first dreaded his hair, it was really close to the length of mine now. So think of that, if his dreads are down my knees by now, okay? His hair grows super fast, mine doesn't grow at all. I don't know. But at one point we turned around, Dylan was gone, and so I went, oh, Dylan, where'd you go? And these people were like, who did we lose? And I was like, he goes, Rasta, where's Rasta? I said, we lost Rasta. Rasta man's gone. He like went to a shop or something. Someone pulled him away, but he was close. I was like, oh my God, we lost Rasta. Because for this one, I think it was just me, Dylan, and Sal. And Maria. I had to make sure that I put, we lost Maria twice, and my mom did not get kidnapped this cruise. So that is always good. Oh, I had a $65 cruise because I didn't use any of my onboard credits. I wanted to save those for gratuities, so I did. So my bill at the end of the cruise was like $62. I just rounded up to 65, but that is the best cruise that I've ever been on. Thank you, Grandma. Love you. That's like, honestly, I want to do that every time now. I'm never going to use that credit for literally anything. And the 18th, after we got back, Smokey turned 7 on August 18th. That's my baby dude. Her's old. Her's 7. In September, Mr. Lee and family came by. Leland, but I call him Mr. Lee. I can't use his government name. That's Mr. Lee. And they come over all the time, so that's normal. There's a full moon on September 7th. And believe what people say whenever the full moon is full mooning. If you don't work in healthcare, or if you do, you know. I made a fall wreath, and I told them that I was trying to get it done before October. And I'm pretty sure that I started this in like July, August. So for it to be done the 9th of September, pretty good, because all I had to do was get it done by Halloween. The 20th, Maria and I went with my other bestie, Holly, and her daughter to Disney on Ice at the Chaffetz Arena, I think. Don't quote me. I think that's where it was. And it was like Disney Dance on Ice or something like that. But that was so cool. I've never been to anything like that before, and I loved it. I'm not a kid, not 29, but I thought it was amazing. And Maria was living. I got us the soda cup. That's the hard plastic that you can just reuse. Like they give you like throwaway lids, but you get to keep the cup. So I figured that was better, like to get us something to remember it by than like a toy or something, because those were really aimed at like little kids. So yeah, I got me a cup too. And I put the year on the bottom of mine because they don't year it so they can like mass produce it, but that's okay. The 27th, I went to the St. Charles Community College. That is where it is hosted in Missouri, I guess. And it was the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And I am a sucker for, give me a pen, give me a pen, give me a reusable bag, give me one of those, you know, bracelets. Like I used to love those bracelets. I got a chapstick. Someone gave me a Actually, I had like 15 chapsticks. I wonder where the rest of them went. But yeah, no, that was really cool. They had these windmills, and there was like different types of Alzheimer's, and you could pick like the color that best represented whoever you were walking for. And basically, I was walking for my entire unit, but it was so cool, and the turnout was amazing. They had food trucks, shaved ice, drinks galore. They were handing you waters like every 5 seconds. Donuts. Like, it was really cool. The turnout was amazing. I hope that it was profitable. And they got their word out for anybody else that needs to go to a facility, because there was so many different facilities represented there. So that was awesome. Oh, September 29th, I got COVID again. So everyone was being sick. I knew I was sick, but like one thing with me is if there's COVID literally anywhere in the building, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. That's my 5th COVID. That's the 5th COVID. And then they gave it to me last year in July. So at least I waited till September this year. But it's so funny because they were like, okay, who was she? The director of nursing at the time came back, and he was like, into the unit. Okay, I'm going to test everybody. I'm going to do these people, and here you guys go, test yourself. Hey, not even 30 seconds, not a minute. I shit you not, my stick was positive in less than a minute. I mean, it was so positive. And so I was like, oh my God, Brittany, what do I do? Smokey, no. Hey, no. Hey. I was like, Smokey. I said, no. Hey, you're going to have to get out if you're going to be a butthole. I was like, Brittany, what do I do? It's positive. Like, it hasn't even been like 30 seconds. And she goes, oh, you're going to have to leave. Like, you got to leave for 5 days. You have to quarantine. And this was a Monday. And I work Monday through Friday. So I literally looked at her and went, okay, see you next Monday. What do you do with that? No, nobody paid you anymore. So I had to eat it. I think I went back on Friday because they were trying to get me to go back. But one thing about me is, like, I can't smell or breathe right out of my nose. Like, I'm sure you can hear it. And so I cannot function in a mask. Can't do it. Can't do it. No. Too hot, especially. Too hot. So you want me to not breathe air and just melt? No. I did my time with the mask in me. Okay? I'll get away from me. I'll stay in bed. But I did go back one day early, and it was fine. October. We made it to October. October 4th, me and Maria went to the fall parade in our town. We caught the end of it, but hey, we still saw some of it. So that was cool. There was a cop that was blocking off the road right next to us, and he had a skeleton in his car. By he, I'm pretty sure it was a she, so sorry. But I love that. The little skeleton in a cop uniform in the passenger seat. Perfect. Um, the 6th. Oh, the 6th of October, I posted all of the things that I made in the unit with my residents and some of the ideas that maybe you could have for fall for next year if you work with people or have a family member that has dementia. I did the Come Hang With Us handprint where you literally just get some black paper, make it look like a spider, and then trace their hands, cut it out, and then you put them together like this. You get the spider vibe, you see it? And I just attached the little strings, like paper strings though. And I put them on the wall, and I made a sign that said, "Come hang with us." So we made little hand spiders. We also did the pumpkin handprint. I made a circle, and I got some orange paint. And then I made the white paper, the circle. And then I put their handprint and on the white paper. And then I made a little stem for their print to stand out. And then I put the white sheet with their handprint on it on orange. So it all stood out really cool. Really cool. We did hand leaves, and for a hand leaf, all you gotta do is just trace your hand and then literally start like with your middle finger and then go up, draw a line, just kind of like how leaves are, but just follow how your fingers are or however you traced it. So you could do it like this and then bing, bing, bing. We made popsicle stick monsters. I love a big popsicle stick. Where do I find those? Because I want 50,000 of them. Oh, we painted rocks, and those are still outside. The 15th, we had our Fall Girls Night, and we do crafts, we watch Halloween movies, and we always bake something, and I cannot remember what we baked, but last year we baked like 80 cupcakes. We threw them away. We couldn't eat them all. Oh, we made like a brookie. We made like a caramel brownie something, but it was delicious. And then I broke the floor later that night. It's fine. October 16th was our 3-year anniversary. Nope. Yes. We got married in 22. So we've been married for 3 years. We didn't do anything, so there was nothing on here. So the 17th through the 19th, Mom and I went to Arkansas. And we stayed at a little cabin. It was so cool. We were in Evening Shade, and I have one of the Evening Shade cookbooks that they sold to build the gym. I think that is so cool. Like, small towns represent. That's awesome. Like, the community raised funds to build them a gym. What? We were in Evening Shade. We stayed at a cabin. We rode in a 4x4 for the first time, or a side-by-side. I don't know why I put 4x4. I don't know. But I've never been in a side-by-side before, so that was really fun. And we went to so many cemeteries, and I found a person that was literally born on Halloween just like me. And I was walking over to this lady's stone because it intrigued me. I love a fun stone. And I was like, Mom, you won't believe it. This person was born on Halloween. So that was fun. That was cool. You don't really see a lot of people born on Halloween. The 29th of October, I was Little Red Riding Hood for our work Halloween party. That was great. We ran out of candy. We had to get so much more candy. The turnout, the little kids, oh my gosh, I was the door greeter. So thank you for coming. Hi, welcome in. Get ready. We're waiting for more candy, things like that. Sal gave me a boo basket. Oh. I'm not sure when that was, but before my birthday. The 30th, the day before Halloween, because I don't work on my birthday, Mom had a costume. Mom was doing showers, and my mom was like, oh, I was going to let someone wear this. And I said, Mom, if you let someone wear this bear onesie, like, you ain't getting this back. It's just how it goes, And so I was like, oh, I'll wear it. So I wore this bear onesie through the halls to get all the residents excited for Halloween. They loved it. It was so cute. So funny. Very hot though. Very hot. I turned 29 on the 31st of October. We had a bonfire party and handed out candy like we always do. Party is not really a party. We just hand out candy and have bonfire. It's been the tradition since we lived here. I love it. I was Harley Quinn this year. We wore superheroes or villains, and it was not the best theme that we've had, but I liked my costume, and I was derpy Harley Quinn. It was more like Arkham Asylum-ish, I want to say. It wasn't like, not the Justice League. Not the Justice League. November 6th, there was a book sale at the library by our house. And I told Maria that I was going to take her there, and I was in between paychecks, and I told her I could only give her $5. $5 is better than no dollars, because I knew that they were like 50 cents and $1 books, like hardcover for $1, paperbacks for 50 cents. So I knew she could get a good amount of stuff, or at least things that she liked, out of that $5. Well, I didn't know or see anything about it online that it was only cash only. So I told her, hey, if you want to look around, I'll go run to the gas station real quick and pull out some money on the ATM. Well, this lady was walking out with her daughter, and she said, here, use this, and handed me $10. And I wasn't crying internally, really, because I could only give Maria $5 worth of books, and this stranger gave me $10, and I let her use the whole $10. She ended up getting some extra books, because like we only had the $10, and the people saw everything go down. But I was totally gonna go to the ATM for it. Like, I didn't have any problem with that. Even for $5, I don't give a shit. It's fine. $5 would be $8.50 there. It's okay. I was gonna make sure she got some books. But the lady that was like, no, please, we like to read too. Please use this for her. Really, really, like, I could have cried over that $10 from Maria to get free books. It was amazing. The 11th, I saw the Northern Lights for the first time ever. The first time in my lifetime. I've never seen them, ever. I think they've come like the past 2 to 5 years, and I've never seen them. I'm either asleep or it's not clear enough. The sky was purple, pink, green. Oh, and you could see some of it with your naked eye, but you needed your camera to see like most of it. But are you kidding me? The Northern Lights, like straight open my porch, there they are. It was just a beautiful show. Oh, it was great. I was outside for like half of that night. Oh, the 24th of November was my work mom's birthday. Not my mom, my work mom. And I gave her a toilet paper card that said, hope your birthday's the shit, or like you're the shit, or something like that in there. But we all worked together, so I thought it was funny. Like, it had to be a teepee card. That was too perfect. I went to go visit Leia on November 15th, my doggy dog that lives with mom and dad now. And mom went out of town to go hang out with her sister for that weekend, and I was just out and about, so I went to go say hi to the dogs, and I scared the crap out of my dad. Like, he was like, what? Who's here? And I was like, it's just me. I'm just here to see the dog. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm going back to bed. Like, but he was not expecting anyone to walk in the house then, because mom was out of town, so that was kind of funny. In November, our craft, we did bag turkeys. Where you get like the brown paper lunch bags and you make them turkeys. And there's all kinds of different ways to look those up, but they were cute. And everybody liked them. Oh, but they did fall off as soon as we hung them on the wall. They did not make it 5 minutes. November 26th, we saw Zootopia 2 with my mom and brother because Dylan wanted to go see it. And that wasn't the best planned out. We could have got tickets to make sure that we had seats, not just pray for the best and go there in the middle of the week even though it's a newer movie, because we sat in the 3rd row from the screen. Yeah, I love watching movies like this, but they made the chairs better because people just sit there and like rip off the arms and stuff. So at least the chairs were more comfortable, and they were like heated or something, but like Where I don't need heat. I need cold. Give me like a freezing cold option. That's what I need. The 27th was Thanksgiving. We went to my cousin's house. I went to work because holiday pay. Food was good. It was great to see everybody. Mom didn't go. Yeah. The 28th, I went Black Friday shopping. I got up at 3:45 in the morning and was out the door by 4. I made it to Target and Kohl's, and by that I mean I went to Kohl's first and then Target because Kohl's opened first. I got $5 off on the Kohl's like doorbuster giveaways that they were giving out. I did not get a bag at Target, but honestly I think that Target kind of did it wrong because they had people camping and they gave the tickets out before like even the like rush line was there. Because they had, I guess, so many people that they give out their tickets at like 3 in the morning. And I was like, and then all the people that had tickets left the line and sat in their car. Like, what is the fun in that? What's the point of waiting for that ticket? If you're just going to get that ticket and go sit in the car and then go back in there. Like, I wanted a bag, but honestly, they got ripped off. If you got that bag, like, free things is nice. But what are you going to do with Uno cards, like I think that was like chapstick or like some putty? Like, what are you going to do with that? Oh, and then like the Halloween candy? What? Target, do better. Do better. Not mad I didn't get ripped off. Oh, and then I went to the dispensary. That's not right. I went to the dispensary after Target, and I was the third person in that line and the second person in the parking lot. I did go there an hour early for really no reason other than I didn't want to go home because I knew I'd fall asleep. So I knew I had to sit there if I wanted it, otherwise I wouldn't get nothing. In December 1st it snowed and I left early and I was too scared to drive because everybody at the end of the work road, there's like a sewer drainage thing, and this one van literally went to turn in to go up the road and just took a wheel off straight into the curb, and it was just like meh. And so they had to stop the service road so that somebody could pull over, hook her up, and pull her out of there. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it if these people can't make it out of the road. So then my mom was like, get your ass in the car. I'm taking you to my house. And then the bank actually closed early because the roads were getting terrible and everybody was crashing everywhere off of like 2 inches of snow. And son came to get me from my parents' house, and then he took me home, and then in the morning my boss came to get me, and then everything was fine. Like, I drove on from there afterward. But December 2nd, I made Maria one of those Christmas countdowns, and it's Maria's Christmas countdown, and each day is a Christmas present. Not like it's an advent calendar, but each day is a Christmas present. So it could be anything, and we only got 3 days left. That's crazy. 4? Did you count today? No. See, we do Christmas on Christmas Eve, so like it's confusing. Oh, we went on December 5th. We went to the parade in the couple towns over that I've never been to, and I've lived out here my whole life. Like went to school all out here. So how did I never go to their parade? Like, they got the cool parades. And that was really fun. We went with my boss and her son, and then me and Maria. December 12th, we had carolers come into work. My residents, well, I can't say it like that, but some of my residents do not like the carolers, and that's totally 100% okay. But we had some carolers, and they were really nice, and like, I'd be like, can we like hush it down a little bit? And they'd be like, like they would hush it down because I was like, we're getting a little too much. Can we like boop boop? And they were like, boop boop, got it. So I love that. I love that. They understood. They appreciated. We appreciated it. Everybody was good and happy. And it was like middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th graders. So I did hear high school, but I don't know because I don't look like I'm 29. So maybe they were in high school. The 14th, we did our Secret Santa drop off. My boss gave me mine because me and her are the activity people. And so we had each other for work Secret Santa. And it was fun. It was so fun. She got me a Batman necklace and treats for a Smokey. And then 2 dog bones for Sadie because when we went on the cruise, she watched the dog and she loved Sadie. Well, she also watched Smokey, but she ain't no cat person. So she was like, I want to think they're the pets. And I was like, oh my God, I love you. That was so funny. Oh, I guess I got to tell you guys that I have high blood pressure, but that's just anxiety. Oh, and I haven't been able to gain weight, but that's just life. We just keep going. We had a Santa cookie party on Friday, and the employee party, and the present drop off this weekend, and the resident party was today for Christmas. And the only things that are left to happen are Christmas Eve at my aunt's house with all the, well, no, people aren't coming. With whoever shows up out of the like 20 of us. Because it's not going to be a lot this year. But it'll still be fun. And then after, we do Christmas Day at Mom and Dad. So we'll go there on Christmas morning. And then we'll open up our stuff there. And then we celebrate Sal Maria's family's Christmas always after Christmas. And that's the 27th. Yeah. This year has been a year. I love activities. I think it is so much better than being on the floor. And that is only because I am not strong enough to personally lift these people by myself. So, doing activities and crafts and talking with them and being closer to them is way more my forte, and it works out so much better for me because I was getting hurt all the time and just keep going. So I think the moral or the lesson of this year is to keep going, to keep going, because my mom got fired twice. And but like I said, when the sky was falling, like, she wasn't even over there with me. I ate lunch with her. But I do hate the fact that I get lunch now and I have to go find someone to give my like scraps to, because I never eat like the whole part of a meal. If it's like a burger, fries, nuggets, drink, someone's always getting a burger or like the nuggets, depending on what I want that day. So, and I used to give it to my mommy and now she's gone. So, but I think, yeah, just keep going. Yeah. Just keep going. Just like keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We just get up and go. Yes. So, I hope you guys had an awesome year. I can't wait to see what we all get for Christmas. Oh, and let me see if I can show you. You see him? This is Batty. My friend that I work with made me him for my birthday. She crocheted that. Is that not the coolest thing that you've ever seen? I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I made you something. I said, you made me something? That's going straight to the cave. And yep, his name is Batty. He lives on my swing. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the year. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do it. Take your vitamins if you need them. Stay healthy. Drink the water. I don't know. Do what you gotta do, though. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Bye.